Okay, hi everybody, it's me. After that crazy, whatever that was, dear friend, it's time to get back on track. Tower of God. Now, I've already stated in a few other videos that I've read the manga. After the initial anime season, I see most of I really know what happens in the first season, so I'm pretty caught up with that. But I started reading the manga of Tower of God after that season. So read majority of it. So I'm not really going to give you guys too much in depth of what happens for these episodes, but I'll sprinkle it in. Overall, this was a great episode. We're shown scenes of. If you can't guess already, I don't like Rachel. She's a. Now, surprisingly enough, we do get a scene of them all, the people who went ahead of Bam, and we do see Kun. He's staring at Rachel, so like, yeah, I know what you did. But we get to that. We have the mysterious person with the one eye, which I already know who she is, talking to Bam in the episode about, then climb, and she's going to train him and blah, 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 blah. Now, we're going to get sort of flashbacks. If you haven't realized this, we're going to get flashbacks here and there. This is somebody who's read the manga, most of it, at least for a majority of this season, too. We're going to get flashbacks of Bam in his training with Foog. Now, if you don't know who Foog is a criminal. I can't explain this. Is a criminal syndicate who is against Jihad, the prince, the royal family in the tower that controls the tower, and they want to eliminate him around those lines. But we get a scene of this woman with Bam telling, he wants answers and he'll do it his own way. And then she says climb and all this other stuff. Now, we follow this Joker who goes by the name of, which I remember from the manhwa, Ja Wegnan. Now, he is shown from this point on, he's with Viole, who is, it's not hard to figure out who he is. Now, we follow him. He's it's funny too, because he's confidentially the main to an extent. To the extent he's the main character. He's one of the main characters in for season 2. And we see him. He's trying to get to the top of the tower. He gets attacked by this flame girl, who we get introduced later on. And, he's struggling and, everything in between. Overall, I thought the composition as far as the canon material was done very well, to an extent. Rating-wise on Mal, it seems like it's almost like an 8, so it's in good hands here. We see organs. They're trying to ruffle him for money because he spent his money on the exam fee for the tower. Now, we get a lot of with him. We're mostly focused on him. Now, I remember in the manhwa, the events that happened are in sequential order. Now, like I said before, we do see everybody else, and they're crying. One person's crying. I remember her from last season, and everybody else is concerned about Bam, and you can see the look on their faces. Now, we also get one of the proctors as well, and then we focus then on this guy and the exam. Overall, I thought it was done very well. What we're introduced, who we see, and as we go along. Now, obviously, Bam is. This is the start of him being a complete badass. a complete badass. Like 100%, no joking around. Now, my thoughts about the events at the end of season 1 in the manhwa is this. I really don't understand what was the point of this, based on what I know that happens later on. Because, listen, no offense to Rachel and anyone who likes Rachel. It's just, no. Absolutely not. I'm not saying she's as bad as certain characters in certain seinen series, one that we all know about. But still, it's a portrayal to me that makes me go like, yeah, you're a female dog here, bitch. You're a bitch. A bona fide bitch. Anyway, moving on. The exam starts for Ja, and they're in that area, from what I remember from the manhwa, and he walks into Bam, who's known as Viole, takes out all these guys. And the only time during this sequence that Viole shows a mere instant of weakness is when Ja says about reaching the top of the tower. Now, he hesitates, he gets hit by a firebomb, you know. They all survive. All the people that are there. It was the mother, that little kid. We don't get names. We only know one name, really, from this whole scenario, which was... Actually, no. If you look on Mal, you get names. But they didn't really say the characters' names in this whole sequence. Now, these are the characters that Viole is going to be with for at least the time. And then eventually it moves on from there. But overall, I thought the fighting and the animation, very good. Very pristine, great. Loved the fighting, loved what was being done, and so on and so forth. Now, I'm going to say on a limb here, like I said before, as I stated with the flashbacks, we're going to get flashbacks of when he was, training. And you see, my problem with Tower of God is this whole betrayal with her and Bam. That's my problem. Because it's like, I don't quite understand, at least currently where I'm at in the manhwa, why the hell was it necessary to do this when Rachel does this later on? I don't really understand that whole bit. Anyway, moving on. Overall, I did like the first episode. It showcased Bam, Viole, and what he is capable of, which he's basically a wave controller, and he just rock shot at everyone in that room, except the woman and the little girl, who I know their names, but I'm not going to say it. Spoilers. And basically, he's about to kill Ja, and he stops at a certain point, and the test ends. And then we have Bam in the elevator going up, and he sees Kun, then he sees Ja, and he sees Rachel. And that's where the episode ends. Overall, the opening's great, the ending's great. I like what they're doing here. Like I said before, I don't know how far they're going to go. Honestly, with the amount of content they have, I don't see a reason why they can't go the gamut. Because, as someone who's read the manhwa, a good majority of it, I really think there's a ton of content here to really expand. And I think it would be a disservice, I'm just saying, this is just me, to only have it be 12 to 13 episodes. Hopefully, we can find out if this is going to get a second core. Because it's been a long time since we had Tower of God, and now it's back. think we're due for like maybe like 24 episodes, please. But that's just me. Overall, I liked what I saw. Great animation, great fighting, showcasing Bam Viole's struggle of him trying to get past this and go back to up to the tower to, and really, and listen, I want to know you guys' thoughts. Are you a Rachel hater like me? I'm sorry, I'm a Rachel hater. I don't like her at all. I think she's a beep. Enter curse word here. Sorry, but I do know things change as we go along in the story with this whole situation, and it gets a little more interesting, a little more better, and we go from there. But for now, it's going to be this Viole with this group going through the test, going through level 20, and going on to the next levels and so on and so forth. But let me know what you guys said in the comment section below. And like I said, I give this a 10 out of 10. We got next week. Should be interesting. Now, I should mention one simple thing. I will be on vacation soon. Right now, I'm thinking it's going to be around the 20th. Right. The 20th and the 21st. I will be back the 27th. So, I'm guessing the 28th, you're going to get double episode reviews for Tower of God. So look forward to that. This is Bobcat I-22. Catch you guys later. Bam, man. I'll see you guys later. Peace.